Kevin, so now is prep time. We've got a beautiful ribeye. I see you've already cleaned up a little bit of some of the excess fat. So what's the next step here?
Next step is just to get a really nice cut on that. I like to kind of just give like a, an inch and a half cut. Nice sharp knife always does the trick.
Beautiful marbling.
Yes. And then,
so Chef, any preference of steer or what are we using today?
CAV, I love it. It's got wonderful marbling, as you can see here. The uniformity, it's just great. Not a large fat cap inside and outside. It's great. This is going to render out really beautiful on that grill.
It's a black Angus and obviously known for producing and yielding great results.
Absolutely.
So do you let these air dry or hang in a cooler for a while, or any other special things that you like to do at the restaurant?
Absolutely. I think meat definitely benefits through age. So also at home, if you don't have enough time, even 2 or 3 hours, I like to kind of season a little beforehand, throw it on there, get that kind of like circulation of air going on in the fridge, and it comes out, and then you can get a really nice crust. What that salt does is it just kind of brings all that kind of sugar level inside the meat up, and then it just crisps up, and then you got this just juicy shell.
My mouth is just salivating waiting for this to happen. We got our steaks prepared, ready to grill. Now tater tots.
Tater tots.
I'm excited. What are we doing here? What's happening?
Just basically, we cook down some potatoes out over here, and I like to kind of season them up just with salt, plain salt, and then I basically roast some potatoes off for like 45 minutes and get a little caramelization and kind of combine the two. So I just take a little of the roasted, and best benefit over here is if you boil these.
So this is kind of the binder here.
They're kind of the binder there, exactly. And then from there, we season it. A little salt. You could use any type of chili. I'm from New Mexico, so I love to use the Chimayo red chili. It's beautiful, but cayenne, all that stuff is great.
What's the heat level on this chili here?
It's really moderate. It's got a nice little kick at the end, kind of fades, but it's really got a sweet, finish to it. So it's really fruity on there. And then I like to add a little baking soda.
What does the baking soda do here? What is that?
Baking soda basically is going to help us with a little like a little bind, and also kind of a little flavor profile. It's going to give that kind of zing in there. And then just kind of mix it all together, and then what I do is once I get that, I take plastic wrap and I just I roll them in there in a desired shape, and then throw them in the refrigerator, and then they're ready to go. It's as simple as that.
In this process, you mash that up a little bit,
yes,
lay it into the plastic wrap. So now you got your potato mix, you got the baking soda, the chili, nice and seasoned with the salt. So what is the best way for somebody to do this?
So, a couple different ways. I like to roll it in plastic wrap in a cylinder, and then just cut my cut like so.
So it gets perfect and cylindrical.
Perfect, nice, cylindrical. Or you could take a little melon baller or ice cream scoop, come here, and then you just pack that in.
So this is the home style version.
Home style.
That's.
And I like this. And then you just kind of go, and then it's just freeform, and then you just drop it in your oil, and you're ready to go. And you could just do a shallow fry. I like to use grapeseed oil. You can use peanut oil on there.
Okay.
It's got, but yeah.
So what temperature would you fry these at?
I like to go 350. Okay. Anything higher, it's going to get too dark too quick. You want the inside it's going to be flaky and just soft, and then the outside to be really crispy.
Tater tot.
Tater tot.
That's awesome. Now, sauce gribiche. I know that's a very classic sauce, which in the South or in some parts of the United States, we just kind of consider it like deviled egg dressing.
Yes, sir.
But tell me the approach of this one. This is just one little elevated step of that, like an eggy salad, which we all know and cherish.
100%, and it works obviously really well with the tater tots. But where I like to kind of differentiate it is the amount of tarragon used in there, and the capers, and some of the raw shallots in there. It just kind of gives it really a nice bite, and then you got this, gorgeous kind of almost texture in there, and it's beautiful, and it's really easy to make. So
you've got like mayo.
So yes, you got mayonnaise, you got tarragon, you got shallots, both raw and cooked. You've got egg yolk in there, you got caper liquid from there, and a little rice wine vinegar and some salt.
Oh, it's delicious.
Thank
you. You can obviously pick up some of the anise from the tarragon, nice and clean, pungent, but adds that little sweetness to it. The acid that you're getting from the capers and the vinegar. Super bright. I can see this with tater tots. This is going to be a home run. So I see this here. That looks interesting. I'm familiar with this, but explain this to the backyard chefs and also how simple this is.
Yeah, so mustard is going in with our sauce, and it's like, why not kind of keep it a reoccurring like flavor bomb throughout that? It works really well with the cabbage. So really simple. I just take the seeds off of the, off of just the mustard seeds that you can get at the store, and I rehydrate them in a little water, and then I just strain that off. And I take my favorite pickling liquid that you whether it be dill pickles or rutabaga, whatever you want to pickle, and then I just put them in there and let it sit in there for a couple days, and literally just season it.
Do you heat this at all, or do they just marinate?
No, they just marinate. So I like to plump them up, like I said, with the warm water.
Okay.
But after that, I just strain it really well, and then I just let it in there. A lot of times, if you go and you put a lot of heat on there, it'll start to turn into mush. And what you get with this, why don't you give it a taste? When you get with that, you get individual, almost like a caviar kind of.
So it looks like caviar.
It does.
And I'm sure each little seed is just going to pop. You can hear the little crunches.
I can hear that, yes.
But that's what's exciting about pickled mustard seeds is they add that almost horseradishy kick. A lot of people wonder where that spice is coming from, and it's such a little chef trick to come in and finish something with this or finish a salad. So this is an explosion of flavor after we get all the components together. I mean, tater tots and the richness, the gribiche, the ribeye, that's going to be such a welcoming addition. I say we get this ribeye and get it on the grill.
Let's go.
Let's do it, brother.